This is a podcast of the future, dude. This is how people move. This is how people move these days. Like, you want to make content like this.
In reality, there should be two of you. Like, your clone should be doing something.
I know. I would have the Neo robot doing it.
Welcome back to the Double Dusted Podcast.
Are we live right now?
We're live. Yeah, we're recording right now. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me.
Well, you're busy.
You could do it
wood.
I'm busy right now.
Yeah, he's playing in a Rust tournament. Whatever that means.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, first you do the intro.
Welcome back to the Double Dusted Podcast. We got Harley on the mic.
Big H on the mic.
Spit a rhyme for us.
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
I'm in a tournament on Kick. My gaming's so sick. Out here with a sour Jewish little dick.
When I was with the Brethren Brothers, they were rapping way better than that, dude. I wish you could have some rhymes.
It's already enough that we talk about them. We don't need to make up lies about them.
That's true. They were spitting hot fire. It's crazy. They were really like, they could take anything, one word. You give them one word, they spit a whole 16 bars, no problem.
I still don't remember what they look like, so I don't know.
They're exactly how you imagined. Well, we have no Donnie this week. He had to go away. He's had a great yearning, and he needed some me time. You know, he's been a busy guy. He wears a mask all the time. He's been a little grumpy lately.
But he's a faker though, because everything he does is me time for him. Like he's a guy. He loves his job. He loves doing what he does, and he loves complaining about his job too, even though he loves it. So like that also counts as me time.
Exactly. You know, he's like getting little cheeky treats with his coworkers. You know what I mean? He's just like being a cheeky guy all the time.
He is pretty cheeky. Eh?
He's a cheeky guy.
That's one thing about Donnie that I feel like people haven't zeroed in on enough. That he's very cheeky.
Very.
He's a cheeky little bugger, right? I'm in this Rust tournament now, and there's people from all over the world. I've heard cheeky a few times.
That's a good word.
I heard it a few times.
Very appropriate to describe Donnie, because he sent us a video.
Yeah,
it's in the group chat. I don't think it's meant for the podcast, but fuck him, he's not even here, so I don't care. And he had some me time. This is what he does on his me time. So just take a look at this. This is Donnie. He is suction.
What the fuck is
what is he doing?
Yeah, I'll be honest. The move he's doing in there, I've been rolling before and on my bed and just been doing that move on my bed. And
why would you want to do this? I don't get it, dude. It's crazy that he's doing this. So Donnie is like in this like pink. Imagine having
full latex, super sucked, like your PC. It's like what's it called? He's like
you're packing your blankets for the winter, your jackets for the winter, like for summer. That makes sense.
He's air pack. He's suction packed
tight
into there.
And he's got like
we saw that hump move that guy was doing.
Yeah, Donnie. I mean, that's his.
Oh yeah, but I do want to zero in on that hump move. He was like wiggling. He was like flexing his left ass cheek, and then his right ass cheek.
How excited he is!
Yeah, he's like wiggling in there.
He's so excited. He's like, "Can you make it tighter?"
He's wiggling in there, and I know that move. I've moved like that before. I moved like that. What he's doing right there, I moved like that. I think if you gave me 4 hours and the right type of drug, I could nut just doing that. I don't even need the suction.
I can only imagine who's filming Donnie right there. That not for me. That's not how I spend my personal time. That's not how I would be doing it. I'm a family man. But he's latexed up, man. Hot pink, latex, humping, like barely able to move at all. So shout outs to him. Shout
outs to him.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, I can't wait till he gets back from his personal time. You know, hopefully less latex. But that video makes sense, and thank God he covered his face. He has to, so no one can see him still. So he's just a man. He's a man being suctioned up, baby. I want
to know, where did you find that though?
Donnie sent that to us. What do you mean?
He sent it to us?
That's the group chat.
He sent it to us. Oh, yeah. So I thought you were joking around. Let's just murk Donnie, but like that's his algorithm, bro. You don't like anything you come across is because the computer determined that you would be into this shit.
Yeah. And we found out that Donnie in his personal time likes to be it's not a gimp suit. He's literally suctioned all the way in, like toys.
Yeah, but that sounds like we're joking around. We're like, oh, this is Donnie. Look what he likes. No, but the truth is, straight up, he got served that because he likes and clicks things adjacent to whatever that vibe is.
Exactly. Yeah, he's buying that. Anyways, on to the food news. A lot of big stories out there to this.
Wait, let me talk about the me news first because I'm so sick.
Yeah, of course.
So this guy, Sir Winter, that watches my streams, was like 5 days ago. He's like, hey, have you ever played Rust before? And I was like, yeah, I played a bunch of Rust, but that means like 4 hours. And he was like, oh yeah, we're doing a Rust tournament. Come do this. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I said, yeah. Then I find out it's like 4 days and it's every day is 12 hours. And I was like, oh shit, but it's on Kick. And so I get a Kick partnership for doing it. So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Cause I like wanted that, but I didn't want to, stop doing my Twitch for a while to really focus on getting a Kick thing going. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. But I didn't know the details of it. And it's a cash Rust tournament. And like I came in and I was making jokes and shit. I'm all like cracking jokes and shit. And I could see that people are like, they're fucking with the jokes, but they're also like not really having a good time. They're really serious on the comms, even like, the all types of gamers that are here. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, what's that all about? And then I realized I'm like I thought the vibe was something. And then we did this one event at the beginning. We all came in naked and there was money on the ground and rocks and stone to make axes. But I didn't know that it was real money. Like people were picking up like $700 and shit. And
USD, right?
USD. That's what I was thinking, bruh.
That's big. That's huge. It's like $1,000.
Yeah.
Right
and then like people were getting like, you're getting killed in this weird ass game, like getting glitch killed, and yeah, I didn't realize they dropped real money, but then I noticed the vibe makes a lot more sense. I'm like, oh, this is real money. And I'm out here and I'm like, this game's silly. How do you make an axe?
You're like, let me tell you some news about Starbucks. Okay.
But everyone's
Brian
like,
Nickel would never do this.
Yeah, they're like bacon guy out here fucking my money up, dude. And they're probably also like, and he's got millions of dollars, so why does he care? You know that. Like exactly, he doesn't need money.
Yeah. He's like 20 Bitcoins. He's
and
good.
Really, I'm like, we haven't gotten views in a minute, dude. I can really use some of this Rust cash.
For real,
so I'm out here while we're podcasting. I'm just like beating up trees and stuff, bringing the wood back to the base.
There's no cash. Is there cash in the wood, or like that cash is only that?
I think if you're, and I won't be a top anything, but if you are like top resource gatherer, you get like 10K or something.
But I saw like XQC's on this. Like that guy doesn't need any money, does he? I feel like he's good.
No, and he's captain one of the teams, and it looks like he put together like a pretty sick team. The vibes seemed pretty chill. Okay. Some people have pros, and then there's my team. It's like me and a role player.
XQC doesn't invite you. I thought he's from Montreal. He's not your boy. That's not your guy.
Well, Train's in here too, and I feel like I'm tighter with Train. I never met XQC before.
Train, we were supposed to get him on the show. What's up with that? You can go to the routes. You can't come on the show.
What's up with my hat, though? You don't like this hat, eh?
I hate that hat, dude.
Fuck you.
That hat's so ugly. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. We can't get Train on here to give us some clips about how people are view botting and that all streams are fake and how he's made $400 million. I would love to clip that up. Now, that would be exciting. A
lot of money, eh?
A lot of money out there. Do you believe all those claims? I always like every time, like people are out here being like, oh, I made $400 million. It's like, what is there to believe? And we're talking about streamers here. So all these streamers, their bag claims to be infinite, like when Kick came around. And I always believe, like, honestly, if you listen to what people are telling you online, they're probably lying. Let's be real. Other than this podcast, this is the number one podcast to tell the truth to. That's a fact that you can take that home to your grandmother and tell her.
Tell the truth to this podcast.
You tell the truth. We tell the truth. You should tell the truth when you're listening to it. It's a truth telling podcast. So we've made like $100 this month. So you guys should step up, please. If you can go and like, comment, subscribe, go to audio, leave a review. Maybe go to like Apple or Spotify and be like, oh, these guys they're so cool. They eat so fast. They eat so
Love
fast.
them. I love them.
Yeah.
And tell your mom on her account to go do it too.
Yeah, exactly. And just be
Give our stock a little boost, boys. Let's give our stock a little boost, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're in it for the love of the game. And like leave a comment like, here's a good one. Here's a really good one, because this is the truth. And this is the truth about me. I just came to this realization. Or no, I was just writing a comment somewhere describing how like when I'm eating, like when I'm in the zone, like what I'm thinking. And really it's a race against time to like trick my brain to not think I'm full. So like I eat so fast that like I'm actually racing the full feeling. And then when it's all done, like I finished the whole box of chocolates or whatever mission I'm on, like whatever's happening in that moment, I'm like, oh boy. And like finally my stomach's like, yo, I'm full, man. That's enough, dude. Stop.
And see, I do the same thing. I eat mad fast, but what's crazy is we need that thing we're trying to beat. And like I've gone many times while eating being like, oh, like it's a buffet or an all you can eat. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go off. Or I went to my favorite restaurant. So I'm like, oh, I really want to be able to fully eat a whole steak and 3 sides and have a dessert. So I race against it. Mm-hmm. But then that thing's like a muscle that tells you that you're hungry or not. And if you keep eating more calories within that window, that thing doesn't execute on you as much as you need it. And you be needing that like late at night. When it's late at night and we're, standing in front of the peanut butter jar, you need it. You need to be told, like your body needs to tell you when you don't need it. I'm the king of eating it when I don't need it.
Dude, that's why they tell you to slow down, because there is a delay that exists. And
I've always heard that there was a delay that exists from when you're actually
that's why they say drink a cup of water. Well, what's crazy is like people get those gastric bypass like surgeries, where they go in and they make your stomach like really small, and it is a muscle, because you can beat that game. Like literally you can be like, I got this surgery. Now I'm full when I eat like 5 grapes. That's how full I'm full now. That's what I've trained my stomach to be. But you can eat so much.
What are you looking at there?
I'm just my.
There's a ghost there.
Yeah, no.
You got a ghost in there, bro.
I'm not doing pickup today. I have the car keys. And so it's crazy that you can just beat that. Like imagine getting a whole surgery, like a whole month. Like that's like not a nothing surgery. Like you're cutting part of your stomach off. And it's like, you're like, I need to eat so badly that I'm going to McDonald's. I'm going to feel the pain. And I understand that feeling because like you said, I've gone to the depths of like, I don't feel well. Like my stomach, it's like I ate too fast, too quick. Everything's fucked up. It's usually involves milk and like cereal. That's usually the worst offender where I'm like, I can't.
That's why
I can't even breathe.
We could eat a whole box of cereal, and clear a dozen bagels between the two of us.
Yeah,
because but people told you all the time growing up that you eat mad fast, don't they? They used to tell me that all the time.
Yeah. I've always been like a top. I'm like a top, like 99th percentile fast eater. It's almost like as like same level as my ability to do self checkout is how fast I eat. And that's just, I was just born that way. I just like.
How can you record you doing self checkout?
I have to get like my wife to do it or something.
That's what I'm saying. How?
I can do it. Well, you want me to submit it to the Guinness World Records? Call them up, see what's up.
No, I want you to submit it to the audience here that listen to this podcast first. Bro. Relax. You're not going to Guinness right away.
You don't think I'm ready for Guinness?
You have to pay money for that. I remember they hit us up for Epic Mealtime. They're like, oh, you want to do Guinness World Record? We were like, oh, that sounds sick. Yeah. They're like, yeah, and we were like, hell yeah. And then we find out that it's 10K. 10K for them to come and do that.
I wonder, like, you don't even get enough views to like really prop it up for 10K.
There was a moment in time there, but now I saw like, I've seen guys, what's that guy's name? Eric. He does like Mr. Beast type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit. He did that. He had he made a huge pizza that was like 4 football fields or something.
I remember.
I'll tell you, I did not look at that and think I wanted a slice, bro. It was like the ugliest looking pizza.
We reviewed all that. Remember the biggest lasagna? They made that lasagna that was crazy, like Poland or some shit, or like Italy.
Who made that?
the biggest lasagna. We covered all these biggest pizzas, biggest lasagnas, biggest. There's all these like absurd longest sausage. Pause, dude. Pause. I know you're
Yo,
thinking,
longest sausage, my man. Relax.
No one thought to do the maybe we can do the girthiest sausage. Be hard to cook that one though. Got to get a mirror on the ones and twos for that one.
The girthiest sausage.
I don't think anyone's done that. They've only done longest.
See, like a girth is also like
important.
I feel like the length of it determines the girthness.
You know,
right? Like it's really relative.
It's not like a 6 inch, but it's like 20
this
inches
is the
high.
most pause ass shit I ever heard, bro.
Yeah. Dude, let me get us out of here. I got a copper drop for you here.
Pause ass shit.
I got a copper drop here. This is the grandma special right here. A bowl of it's Werther's Original, which I fuck with heavy. Like if someone's got a bowl of Werther's, like I'm grabbing one. But it's a gingerbread flavor, which kind of threw me off.
A gingerbread Werther's?
Yeah, it's only for the holidays.
I fuck with that.
And I do it, but it's like the classic Werther's is so good, though. It's like you really don't want to mess with a good thing. You know?
I would definitely fuck with that Werther's.
Like, what's your
gingerbread? I would do a pumpkin one.
Ooh, no. I think
you're locked on butterscotch?
I just
secure.
You know why I'm locked on butterscotch?
We need that for holidays. There's locked on butterscotch.
Okay. There's mark that down. Minute 16. I am locked in on butterscotch because there's this restaurant here that I frequent. And they have like a butterscotch toffee dessert with like honeycomb on it. And it's I went to order and my wife's like, nah. What do you butterscotch toffee? I'm like, trust me, I feel like this is
why doesn't she fuck with that?
I think she fucks with it, but it's a very rare item to see on a dessert. Usually it's like a chocolate
butterscotch?
Cake. A butterscotch
toffee,
in general. Like a pudding.
But butterscotch
you know
in general, butterscotch I feel like was probably way more banging in like the 50s or 70s or whenever
I
it really popped.
I can see your dad
on some butterscotch shit.
Some butterscotch shit for sure.
Hit my gas dad on some butterscotch type shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But they make this.
No, that's for real, dude. Yeah, that's enjoying butterscotch. That's
very boomer. Very boomer.
Yeah.
But I like it. And I've been getting that dessert ever since. And my wife had to admit that I was right. It's delicious.
Why? Because it was delicious?
It was so fucking good, dude. Like I could eat 10 of them. That's something I could eat infinite. It's an intense taste, but it just was so good. And every time I go there, I got to do it. That's why I haven't been back recently, because I've turned over a new leaf.
Go on. I don't know if I believe you.
That's true. Yeah, I did.
With what? Restaurants and dessert?
Yeah, I'm off restaurants. I'm out. I cut it. I was on fire there for a second. I just had to cut it, dude.
So what'd you do last night? Because I feel like this isn't forever. This is like a last night big fuck up at a restaurant.
No, last night was I barbecued some chicken thighs, like Greek chicken thighs. Made a Greek salad and some broccoli. Tonight I'm making a nice chickpea dish. And then I also made some homemade chicken stock that I drink daily as well.
I had bison.
Damn.
I had bison steak.
And bison.
But I also had
You're back with the bison steak? Well, that's kind of weird, no?
No, I've been doing that for a bit. I literally quite a few meals, even like if that I'm fucking up that week, which has been like the thing lately. Sure, like half the dinners are bisons.
Really? So that's one thing you kept from the training days is bison?
Well, because it's just like it's lean beef, so I'm just like not beef, but it's just the move.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not, and I live in Alberta, which bison would be like a huge call.
Is it though? Have you looked around and seen what the situation is with that?
I have a buddy who hunts. He has gave me elk steaks wrapped in camo. He's like, I'm going to take you hunting, but what we do is we kill the animal and then we cut the heart out and then we cook up the heart live. I'm like, I'll do it. Like,
that's
fine.
The first thing to do on some ritual type shit.
It's on some it's on some weird hunting shit. They were just like, yeah, we we kill the animal, and then they also process part of it. Like you got to like do the gross part, you know, which to like some people will hate that. I'm like, I feel like I'd be okay. Like I can live in a world where I'm like,
you've eaten tongue?
I have a beef tongue. Yeah, I've had beef tongue. I had beef tongue gyozas not too long ago. It was pretty
and
good.
You like that?
I didn't do it on purpose. It like happened. There was these gyozas, and they were like like individual, but they were stuck together with some type of like really chill like process they did. And I just like reached for it and ate it, and I was like, that's so good. And they're like, yeah, that's beef tongue. I'm like, oh. Like I go to this restaurant that you can get like chicken ass. So you know, like
obviously it's an Asian restaurant.
Yeah, it's a very good restaurant actually. I highly recommend it.
Because of the gyoza.
Yeah.
If you're eating chicken ass, you want to do it at a good restaurant, bro. I'm not going to a place that has like a C health rating and I'm eating chicken ass. Like this, this is going to be fucking.
Well, listen, I agree with you. And my wife she wanted a soup, and she got like, this restaurant I'm talking about has a very good soup, like an extremely good Japanese. The word's escaping me right now. So
soup.
Sorry. No, the type of soup. Like it's we had it in ramen, like a ramen soup, like a very good ramen.
Yeah.
And she like went to this sort of like I'm from Vancouver. We love sushi. We ate a lot of sushi in Vancouver and Toronto, like a ton of sushi. It was like pretty much like twice a week. And here, unfortunately, it's not quite like, there's no mid-tier sushi, in my opinion. That's very, very good.
You're landlocked, bro.
Yeah, we're landlocked. It's like more of like a steak vibe. But this one restaurant we go to, it's just expensive.
I would expect good steak there. I did. We went to that steak place. Did I even get steak there? Where did I get there? You're on
some bitch shit.
I think I was on some bitch shit.
You're on some bitch shit. Like
I did a swerve.
Yeah,
I did a swerve. Right?
No, you got steak. We like ate half of it. I was like, this guy's on fucking ketamine. He needs to chill out.
Yeah,
you're on your way to your party zone. But she
ordered
this soup from this like she ordered this soup for like my daughter's obsessed with like the egg sticks. You know what I'm talking about? Like, remember in Japan they had those things? It's like kind of sweet egg, like on a stick. Yeah. She fucking loves that shit. Like she's always asking for it. So we got it from this one place. And my wife went and got this soup, and I'm like, don't get that soup. Like that's I can promise you it's gonna be a bad soup. Like I got reads like that. I just know what's a good call and a bad call in these situations. And she's way more to be like, oh no, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. And I saw the soup. It had like pieces of corn in it. And then she has to continue to lie. She's like, oh. Yeah,
and she's like, no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. And you're mad, laughing in her face.
And then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, that soup looks.
Do you hear this train?
Horrific. No.
Did you hear the train?
No.
Oh, it was mad loud.
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Now I do, yeah. Damn, people will figure out where you're at, dude. Don't let a GeoGuessr pop in here, dude. They're gonna figure it out.
What do you mean? We recorded this Thursday at 2 p.m.
That's fine. Why the train? Where do you live? Any of the train yard?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a good move.
To have trains coming by you at all times?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you say, dude.
We don't like Twains anymore.
No. We're on to newer things. Like flying cars, dude. Elon said we're getting flying cars soon. So
I don't give a fuck what Elon said.
Yeah. He's a trillionaire. That's where he's at.
Wait, did he cross that threshold?
No, but he did get like a package approved where they will pay him all that money if he hits certain milestones. Like he's like will be the highest compensated CEO ever, and it was passed by the shareholders. And he has to hit some milestones. But he was recently talking about how, you know, that car he has like a car that's been like in production forever, and they like people put down like $50,000 to save their spot like 10 years ago or 8 years ago, and he never came out with it. And then he like went on Joe Rogan and was like, yeah, well, I can't really talk too much about it, but this is just crazy where we're at with that, you know? And then like he like low key drops that it might be a flying car. And I'm like, he's just lying. Like, this got to be the biggest lie ever.
I did see stuff about that. That's where that came from, because this is the shit he was saying?
Yeah, because there's a car, like it's a specific Tesla that people put down a bunch of money because it's supposed to be a crazy car. And people put like 50 grand. Like I saw like, what do you call it?
And the craziest thing it could possibly be for that.
Well,
type
no,
of
it's
money
been 10 years. It's been like 8 years. You've been holding on to $50,000 of everyone. Everyone put down a deposit and nothing's happened. There's been no information. Like, yeah, I mean, like he literally did the Boring Company. You know what I mean? Nothing's happened since then. And now he's like, he just like
floats. The Boring Company. That's when I was in on his shit.
Yeah.
I bought the flamethrower.
I have
we bought the flamethrower. I had that shit. We used it in a video. Exactly.
We almost burnt the house down actually with that specific flamethrower.
Yeah.
Amir had it running way too long and way too much power. But
but that's on us, me and you, because we gave Amir a flamethrower in the house.
Yeah, I wasn't excited about that. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's always worth it for the shot. Like you look at that, and you go, "Well, this will be cool." The problem is, too many people had those flamethrowers. It was too abundant.
Yeah, it was like every fucking influencer had a flamethrower.
There is one thing we didn't get that I'm kind of mad about. We missed one whole era, and like we never had it. And like low key, I was always kind of choked about it.
Yeah,
and this is gonna sound so dumb. Honestly, it's gonna be the dumbest thing ever. We never got sent like those stupid hoverboards that everyone had. Like every person was on those hoverboards.
Yeah,
and I always wanted to like try one. And we just never, like, we weren't like young enough or in Vine enough or whatever the fuck it was. Like, it wasn't like we weren't worthy of one of those. I was never going to buy one because I knew it was like a one try thing for me, but I always wanted to try one.
These days,
like
content creators, obviously they get paid a ton of money and, you know, when shit's bumping. And, but I was thinking about it. Like what I miss is that these days, the things that are coming out, I wish I was locked in for the invites for that.
Like the Valve thing?
Like the video games that are coming out. And
did they just have a big thing just come up? Like a huge, like 3-piece, like announcement, like a
yeah. Valve's doing something, but like, and I'll get to that in a second, but like in my mind, I'm thinking like Apple Vision Pro and stuff. It'd be so sick to get sent that. You know what I mean? New computers these days, like graphics cards are so much more now than what they were when I'm buying computers to edit for Epic Mealtime. Mm-hmm. So like, I want those computers sent now. Yeah. The computers today, like there's graphics cards that are fucking, just the graphics card is $5,000.
I mean, you got some good computers in your time for sure.
Yeah, but I'm choked now because I need another computer, bro. You know, you could see what's going on behind me. You see these fucking frames, bro?
Yeah, your frames are fucked up, dude.
Bro, you know, I got to tell you those. The frames are fucked up, but let me
your lighting's more fucked up than anything, I'll be honest. That's
of me?
Issue. Yeah, that's you need.
I need more contrast, more bright light.
No, you just need you need like a brighter light. Like you need another like key light. That's what you need.
Yeah.
I think that all the time, but I just, you don't listen. So.
Well, you think it all the time. You never said it.
I've said it many times. You aren't
on
listening.
The pod.
Yeah, of course. Before the podcast, I never air our dirty laundry out to the audience. But if you want to hear it,
I don't know, bro.
He needs a key light. Like, look at him.
Oh yeah, we all know that now.
Yeah, I mean, who's lit better, me or you? Exactly. That's your problem. You fucked up, dude. What's with the trains?
The vibes are all fucked up there.
No, the vibes are fucking good here, man.
As I was saying, this is happening behind me all fucked up though, but not because of of my computer. It's the tournament. It's an old game and it's optimized strangely, and there's a lot of information. There's like 60 people in here and everyone's doing mad shit and the computer's trying to like register it all.
It looks like the Alpine's over there.
Yeah, that's the Alpine. I don't have clothes to get that right now though.
You're not allowed to go to the Alpine. You're not dressed up. You're just like Donnie. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something. I want to show you this new product that came out. It's a video.
Well, I was going to say that these frames are fucked up because of the server I'm on.
Yeah, sure. Listen, dude, you got bad GPUs. Don't worry. No one's going to make fun of you. It's okay.
No, it's actually a GPU thing. And it is on the low settings. But yesterday we had to do a thing. It's like 60 people. And you have to climb this literal mountain in the Alpine. And it's like glitchy jumping climbing. It's like a weird jumping glitchy type thing. And everyone's jumping. But the frames were like 10 frames per second. and there's
Okay.
mad lag and other teams are shooting at you and shit.
On purpose, or that's just a function of the game and the amount of people playing on it?
It seems like everyone here who plays this game for 25,000 hours understands that that's a thing that can happen.
Okay, so they can,
But for me,
time.
I found it to be like incredibly fucking jank. It was like unplayable jankiness. And obviously, I'm always chilling, having a good time. But like I could tell people are getting tilted because like they're like, it's for money. It's the first team that touches the helicopter gets $15,000. And the second place team and third place each get money like 10K and 5K. And the other teams get nothing. So everyone's like trying to do it, but it's this weird, laggy, glitchy thing. And I'm there fucking cracking jokes and shit. But yeah.
How do you split the 15K amongst you and your group? Or you get the 15K if you touch
I don't know, dude. I would hit up Train directly after and be like, bro, just run me a full 15K. Like, come on. Come on.
Should we be doing this podcast on Kick? Is that something we should be doing?
I haven't looked at my Kick chat. I know we're on right now, but I haven't looked at my Kick chat because as much
But
as I think I'm
all
the
live.
sickest.
There's no VODs really, right? It's all live there?
No, there's VODs. There'll be a VOD of this.
Of this game you're playing. Yeah, of course. But like,
It's the game I'm playing, but they'll hear you.
they're going to hear me talking?
They're going to hear you talking. They're going to hear all the shooting and trees and chainsaw here. At one
This
point,
whole conversation we're having is going to be on Kick as well?
yeah.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah. But I could take it down.
I don't care.
Didn't know you're a fucking bitch like that, bro.
I think I don't care. I'm
You
shook.
should
I don't
open up
care.
a streaming site, call it, instead of kick.com, call it bitch.com. And be like, yeah, you come out here and you just, yeah.
I'm going to call it Fleek.com. Dude.
You
another
love
thing
that. There was an era of that.
There was
Right?
an era like where people were wearing shirts that said on fleek. Like we would be at these like industry events, and it was like, and I knew in the moment I looked at that, I'd be like, this is not a thing. I'm sorry. Remember Meerkat? I remember the Meerkat hat I got was sick. Dude, I got a sick Meerkat hat.
Meerkat, like the streaming service?
Yeah, the app. Remember that they were
Yeah,
like they
you
also were
bounced really
huge.
fast from one to the other. It wasn't done yet. I've been gaming. I've been playing R Creators a shit ton.
Yeah.
And I'm playing with this guy Jay Cyrus that I knew from Kick. Sorry, wow, tripping Vine.
Yeah.
And
He's on
he's
fleek.
streaming, and he must have touched that word for a minute. Like, for
I don't
sure.
think we ever touched it ever. I just tell you, I've really.
I
like,
never said that.
Distinct memories
never
of
said
people
that.
at VidCon.
Everyone said that, and everyone that said that,
Yeah.
like any Viner that was at VidCon was saying that word.
Yeah, VidCon or like playlist. People who have like they have like merch, like all this merch. I'm like, man, this is. See that the problem is like On Fleek is almost as bad as like wanting to ride one of those stupid hoverboards is almost as
The
fucking
2-man
terrible.
ones
It's
that you're
like,
facing forward,
Like, I
the
like
kids,
people- I
like
can-
the kids.
yeah, they're like they're on the hoverboard with it says Fleek on their sweater and they're wearing like a hat like cocked. you
Yeah,
know?
and they got like sunglasses that have like white frames.
Yeah, and their fans are like 12, but they're all like these guys are doing coke low key.
And what about Heelys? The shoes with wheels on them?
Heelys are sick, but that wasn't like so much in the culture, you know. I was watching like a roller, like I used to. So, I used to. I got rollerblades before I got a skateboard when I was younger, and like that was like my gateway into skateboarding was like rollerblading because we play roller hockey. I'd rollerblade to school. It was like a mode of transportation for me when I was young. But I recently, like, I remember like the era of like rollerbladers.
Also, the guys that are a little bit younger than us, which is like we're late 30s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Rollerblading was really fucking sick for 2
Really,
years.
like there was a
Like
moment
for 2
where-
years, it was so fucking sick.
Well, there's
And then
I
skateboarding came and destroyed it.
destroyed, and I was really
Like it
into
made it
skateboarding.
not cool to be rollerblading.
For sure. It's like I saw someone recently though do like I saw like a rollerblading like trick clip that was like of a recent era because they had those different rollerblades. Like the rollerblades I had were more like ones with a brake on it, and they're like but they had those like kind of bulkier ones that you could grind with or like go down rails with and shit. And so I used to like go and skate. Like I go and like rollerblade around. I go in the park. It's just like I couldn't believe someone's still rollerblading now. But it really did for a moment. It was like that was the shit. It was in the X Games. Remember when it was in the X Games? Like it was the shit. Like there was half pipe rollerblading.
But like at the time that I like skateboarding, anything in X Games was chill. So I didn't mind
X Games
rollerblading
was-
there.
super like
The problem with X Games, and I was talking about this with my buddy Tony Hawk actually.
Nice.
It's when they added like Call of Duty to X Games.
Oh, you mean
Like he was like he spent all this time learning to do a 900
Mhm.
and gets an X Games medal, and then someone else, you know, is like fucking gets a triple kill in Call of Duty and gets an X Games medal.
Well, I sent you a clip. My thing is different. Like I sent you a clip now where, like when we grew up, the progression was like really crazy, but it was like not. It was like 720s. Do you know what I'm saying? Like on a snowboard. Like we used to snowboard a lot. Like it wasn't. It was like 1080 was really crazy. Like that. Like we were on the cusp of that being a thing. And I was like, how much further can we progress from here? And now it's become totally insane. Like it's insane. Guys,
I
in the
remember
2160s.
1080s were crazy, but then I remember that we got to 1440 or whatever. And I remember thinking that 1440 was crazy. Like, look, we never thought, but then I stopped paying attention to that. And I thought it stopped there. Then what you sent me, it was like what, a 3,000 fucking.
It was like a 20 something. It was like some crazy. It was like it's to me, it's not. What the problem is it's too far now. And this is crazy to say, but to me, it's too far. Like I think what
you think that's too much spinning. Like you don't like that much.
Like at that point, you're.
You don't like that much spinning in your.
You're just a gymnast.
Bro,
like you're literally
a guy. Figure skate. You're a
gymnast. Bro. Like what are we doing now? And I have mad respect. Like I could never. I'd literally snap my neck. You know what I mean? But like. I liked like a more styled out 720 or, you know, something like just a little more.
Bro, you like a fat mute.
Yeah.
You like a big, slow,
huge method 180. Huge method 180.
Huge method. Yeah. Slow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like a night, like you just really got time to take it in. And now it's like literally the guys in the air, and I can't even count the rotations. It's just like, you know, and even now in the half pipe, I saw like there's a kid who's like 12 doing back-to-back 900s in the half pipe. I'm like, what is happening? It's really progressed to a place, because you know what they do? All they do now is in the off season, they go into like foam pits and they sit around on like fake snow and they're just like, they're training
they keep
abilities.
Practicing.
Yeah. And they're just like, but it does feel like a lot of gymnasts. Like there's no guys are my height or definitely not your height that are doing this.
It's also people get here like earlier. We would watch snowboarding videos, and you know, people are visual creatures. You want to see it to really understand it, and you actually see like enough 180s or 360s that you're like, oh, I want to try that.
Sure,
you know. But when you're a kid and you have the internet, like you're getting the professionals being like, you're gonna want to twist your body like this and turn it like, and then you know, add that to the fact that you're like, you know, every kid these days, if they want to commit to something in the athletic world, they all know how to work out. Like you and I, the fact that we went to the gym and knew what exercises to do was because we had people close in our lives that were in that were adjacent to it, so we could ask them those questions. But none of my, like literally 4 of my friends knew how to work out. They knew what was up.
Now we have like people arguing about working out nonstop on.
Now I have 16-year-olds pull up to the gym and they're fucking jacked and ripped.
Yeah, but they're taking TRT.
Don't care. It's fucking lit, dude.
See, them little
jack boys are lit.
I'll tell you what's cool now, and what I've been watching a lot of is.
Tell me about the boys you've been watching.
There's a pause. There's a free ride, like a free ride tour. And what they do is they go and do like free riding competitions. Like they'll go to like somewhere in Switzerland. There's a place in BC called Kicking Horse they go to. And it's like guys are doing like, it's high risk skiing and snowboarding down these like crazy mountain faces where it's all like, there's no like built jump. It's all like natural whatever. So someone might take a line. They'll just like jump off like a 50-foot cliff.
Take a line.
Yeah, they'll take a line where they're like, yeah, they end up doing like a 360 off, but there's no like, it's not like a setup, it's not like a park, it's not like a built jump, it's literally just the mountain that they're on. And that free ride world tour to me is I might go to a live event here in BC. I'm like pretty interested in checking it out. I don't know how cool that would be to see live. It's kind of like a weird thing because it's like, You're standing at a giant mountain. Like, how close are you really?
I always wondered that, like, about those drifting races where, like, you're standing at one turn.
Yeah. It's
Like people
golf.
are standing there one turn. It's like, oh, sick. They're going to, I mean, I've been to F1, but like, that's like, you know, they have a whole, like, they got maybe like concessions and stuff. Here you're like standing at a dirt corner. And I'm like, every time I see the car come by, I'm like, wow, everyone really trusts this fucking dude, eh?
Well, you did it with Gymkhana, didn't you? I saw someone asking
I did
about
do
that.
it with Gymkhana.
What was that? Like, someone was asking about, because I guess they came across the video and they're like, what, why is, because that's early. That's like 2000.
That's so early.
It was, we did 2 years.
It's like technically the first gig.
Yeah.
Like that was the first gig was that. And I remember my agent hitting me up about it. And he was like, yeah, it's this car thing, a like skateboarder car thing. He was like, I don't know if I recommend it. It's not paid. So I don't know. But yeah, he's like, I don't know if I could recommend it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I had Dick. I brought it up to Dick.
That's right.
And he was like, dude,
Richard.
It's fucking huge. It's fucking huge. He was like, you have to. That's crazy. And I was like, oh, okay. So I hit up my agent and I was like, yeah, we'll do it. And he was like, all right, I'll make sure they fly you down first class or whatever. And that thing actually ended up being also not just like with the first quote unquote gig that I got hit up about, but it was the first time that I was like, oh, this is going to be tricky in ways that I didn't realize. And it was, we went down there and I brought Alex and Tyler, Muscles, Glasses, and Tyler. And that was chill. But everyone else was mad choked because this is the first time that I have to choose two guys to come on a trip.
Yeah.
We got there. He busted his car after like couple hours in, and the part that he had to replace it with is mad expensive. So they weren't going to be able to get it because it's super specific and they're going to fly it in later or some shit. Yeah, they're going to fly it in later. And so we just chilled one night there, and they were kind of bummed that we were going to have to come back. And so they were like, go to the DC flagship store, get whatever you want. So I took mad DC shoes.
I remember how much DC you had at the house.
Yeah.
Insane.
I was wearing the ugliest fucking DC shoes for years.
That DC
like
luggage you got
lime
wasn't
green,
bad.
black and white, high top
that DC
shoes
luggage, piece of luggage you got was pretty chill.
I still have that. It's the best thing. It's the first thing I grabbed, and I put stuff in it. We brought back shoes for the guys, but the guys obviously the guys that were there obviously got more stuff because they chose for themselves. And then when the car broke and we were going back, I was like, okay, I'm going to bring a mirror this time because I want everyone to have an experience doing this chill shit, and everyone was pissed because not everyone can go, and everyone was pissed about it. And I remember, and they were like really overtly pissed, but I could tell. And I was just like, damn, this is a thing, eh? I'm going to like have to be picking and choosing times, and also I want to be balanced here. But yeah, so that's why it starts off with Muscles, Glasses, and Tyler, and then you see it's Amir running off with me at the end of that. But R.I.P. Ken Block, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah, R.I.P. You should have brought me, dude.
Yeah, you were early, like in the conversations, being like, yeah, we analyzed the company and we've determined that it could be very successful in the right hands. And
well, when you say this, what's crazy about it when you like describe this scenario is that the argument should and could be made that everyone, like the budget should have included everyone ultimately, because like that's how much clout, which wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't a part, like it wasn't, that didn't exist in like the lexicon of YouTube. There was no clout, but you had like, there were so many at that moment. It was the most popular thing online at that exact moment in time when that happened.
At this point, he was actually a touch early.
Like a little bit, but like
it was
still,
Max. It was like on its way. Yeah, but it was Deadmau5 was mad early.
Yeah, now they're claiming songs, or they're fucking taking videos down. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of our videos.
No, but his video, like he like cleared songs for us to use in videos, and now the videos are getting claimed. I was like, what the fuck?
And
dude?
yeah, it's not like I have the man on speed dial.
No, but it's bullshit, in my opinion. Okay, I got a video for you. I got something interesting here. This is Doritos is coming out. This is the most 2025 thing possible, and this is I'm gonna have to try these soon. But here's their new product.
The renaissance of snacking is here. Doritos and Cheetos, simply naked. The flavors you love, naked of dyes and artificial flavors.
What do you think about
They
that?
almost had me for a second.
That ending bit was really bothering me. How they
They almost had me for a second because I was like, okay, naked Cheeto, that's great.
yeah.
I personally like an unsalted lay or not a lay. The Ruffles
But you
have
think
these.
I think they still got the
I
flavor.
saw, yeah, it's a like naked flavor. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You put some weird shit in it to make it they're like, no artificial. I don't want to know the shortcut you took to get to this fucking product. That's a mutated version of some other mutant shit you got. I thought it was going to be like a Cheeto with nothing on it. So now I could dip it into dust,
And you don't have to lick your fingers.
double dip it into dust.
True.
Or
the
you
Cheeto-
can or you get like naked. Imagine that naked Cheetos. Like I like the Ruffles they have that are like unsalted. Now it's just like a perfect dip chip. I will determine what's going on with this thing. You know?
I think this is just such a crazy sign that people are like waking up in a crazy way, because like through the journey of this podcast, we've been talking a lot about microplastic, forever chemicals, dyes, all this shit that's been going on. I just feel like it's never been more out there. Like people are like realizing how fucked our food supply is, and like this is the response we're getting now. But like it is crazy. Like today I was watching the news and it was like it's like Captain Obvious. It's like, oh yeah, recent study links. They're like, why are people getting colon cancer? And they're like, not even 40. And they're like, well, we found a link between ultra processed food and through the study and people getting colon cancer. I'm like, oh, okay. Like that sounds obvious to me. Obviously, like all you do is eat a packaged good all the time. And like you just eat McDonald's, like clearly that's not good for you. But now I think that like we're fine. Like the peak was like 90s, like 80s, 90s, like early 2000s, we were fucking living it, dude. You could eat all that shit and not feel really anything. And then Super Size Me, I think, like was the first chink in the armor, that documentary, which I think ended up being somewhat problematic. Also, he passed away, that guy, but I think there was something going on there too.
The problematic part was he claimed that there was all these
Irreversible
issues
damage
with McDonald's.
Yeah.
But he didn't tell people that he's also an alcoholic
Well,
at
that's
that
the problem.
time.
Yeah, that's
So
the
he
problem.
did the reporting on it as an alcoholic. And so everyone was like, wow, look what it does to you. And then we changed all the rules. And I don't know if it was you or Donnie that told me to listen to that Malcolm Gladwell thing where they changed our French fries. It's all about the McDonald's fries, how like in 1993, the fries were fucking sick.
Yeah.
But then to avoid the trans fats, whatever, however it was, they changed the recipe, and it like in the long run, it's been worse because like the portions are bigger and they fill us up less. And yeah,
It was
they don't
definitely
taste
peak
as
back
good.
then. That's for sure. Before that, Doc, but it was peak. Like you just no thoughts about it. And now they're like, yeah, sorry, we're pretty sure this is giving you all the things wrong in your body. It's like, oh, thank you for letting me know now. So now our children won't be able to eat it without knowing, which I guess is a good thing. I would try this.
I would love to just go back to and I said it so many times, but I'd love to just go back in time with like 20K cash on me, and just go and have a blast for a week, like in 72, go to these restaurants and try shit and things. The one thing I do, and this is pathetic to me, for me about me is I think about like how if I'm up late at night and it's 2 a.m. and nothing's on TV, all my busy shit that I have that keeps me entertained is just non-existent. It's non-existent. There's no, I don't have my phone or my Xbox or anything. Like I'm fucking podcasting and in a cash gaming tournament at the same time right now. Like, you think I'm ready to sit in the dark.
So what's your take on what's your take on this? I think about this because I believe like our parents' generation had it the best. As long as you didn't serve, like you didn't have to serve in they didn't serve in World War II ended and they were born kind of in the boomer area.
As long as you can get sent to Nam.
And then if you were Canadian, like you weren't going to Nam. I don't think, at least that's a primarily American thing, right? And so you really like the world wars ended and there wasn't a lot of conflict for like Canadian, like it was a prosperous time. Shit was like things were changing really rapidly. Like, you weren't like you could like live longer because they actually like were coming up with some better modern medicine situations. TV came around, but like also you could have like one job paying you like all right, and like have a house.
There wasn't like 50 times different. Well, I guess there was 50 different types of cancer, or maybe
no, there was. But like, what do you think is like if you were to pick, like, would you rather live in that time or this time? Because I can see both arguments. Where like I sometimes feel like now is like a little more like it's just like kind of depressing a little bit. Like it's just like too much. Like the phone's
it's not
too
chill
much.
for sure. But like I think about like what other time could I have been born in life where I'm doing exactly what the fuck I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're
like, well, you and I, like, we were like,
we made money. We made money in a thing that didn't exist.
Yeah. And like,
literally.
even like we're talking on the mics right now, like just, you got to appreciate this,
like,
bro.
People complain and the people complain, you're like, yo, but have you guys noticed like all the shit we can do now? So it's like, what are you complaining about? Like we've never been in a place where there's like more abundance available to you, but people seem like they're more stressed and depressed than ever, just look at how like our interactions with the government are going, so look at Donnie's resorted to fucking being suctioned into like a mattress. It's crazy. That can't be normal.
That clip was fucking
wild. I got one more clip for you actually here.
Yeah, what's that called? That action that he was doing in that
some type of kink, some type of like it. To me, it gives the same vibe, but it just comes off way like weirder than people who crawl through really tight spaces. And I'll never understand that.
By the way, I saw VR thing of you can go in that Nutty Putty cave and crawl in it and see what it's like in that perspective.
I just know I would panic and like be like, because you have to like suck in. Hey, we're not the right size for this type of adventure, but it's just I'll never understand that.
Not like for me, dude.
Activity, yeah. But I guess like people are doing crazy shit all the time. So
love that for them.
Yeah. Look at this clip of I saw this clip and people were like, it got a lot of views. And I was like a little confused as to like why.
Yeah.
It might just be because it's Blueface, the rapper who just got out of jail. But he's like eating wings on stream. Okay.
Yeah.
And like people are like, so he's looking at his finger. He's looking for a napkin right now. He looks around and gets up. What's he see? The delivery bag. Like the bag the food came in, and he wipes his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's people are like, that's weird. I'm like, that's the most regular shit I would ever
weird?
do.
People that would think that's weird are not people that just like that have had food delivered at their house. Like, I don't know why it's weird. Like,
we're like, oh, like, what? I need to wipe my hands.
What are they saying about that? What are they saying about him doing that?
Some people are like, that's regular because I had like 2 million or something, 3 million views. And I'm like, it might just be because you just got out of prison, but like for some reason that clip, people were like,
were they saying it's prison behavior?
No, they were just like, oh, that's weird. And I'm like, I've done that so many times looking for a napkin, and I'm like, this has to be wiped somewhere. And that paper bag it is a napkin. In a way, it's not as nice, it's not
a good napkin, but that's my problem. And you know what? I've determined that I'd rather the uncomfiness of wiping my hands on this than I would walking around or upstairs.
Where do you draw the line? Like, I'm not a big like lick my fingers guy.
I don't.
I
lick
know
my
people
fingers.
who are like, they eat their
I'll do
food,
it
they go,
if they're over.
you go,
If they're over. No. If they're
I know
overly
people like that. I
powdered.
have people like I know. I'm like, that's fucking weird in my opinion.
No, I'll tell you what I do. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Oftentimes I wipe on my socks.
That's crazy.
If it's
That is
dust,
weird.
nothing liquid, but if I'm eating chips
Yeah.
and it's dusty and my fingers are dusted, I will do like a lick one time, you know, and then I'll wipe it on my sock. And I have been places before where like I've been chilling and like across my leg or something, or put my leg up on my knee, my ankle on my knee, and I'll reveal that's the sock. And people have been like, "Yo,
It's like
what
your
the
hash fingers. It's
fuck?"
like your hash fingers.
Yeah, people be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit strange, but I guess like it makes the most sense out of all your clothing items because it's hidden. Unless you're wearing shorts, that'd be really crazy. You know what I would do? I'd probably wipe it on that hat. That's what I would do.
No,
Give
don't
you a
be
reason
stupid,
to take it
bro.
off. You know?
Don't
I'm
be
searching
on
for a
this hat.
sink. I'm searching for a sink no matter what. I'm finding a sink. I need to.
You're gonna actually go and find a sink?
I'm the type of person that if I don't think there's a way to clean my hands and I'm entering like a bad eating situation,
Then you're not eating chicken ass there.
I'm out. I'm out on
You're not eating
No,
chicken ass at this
that.
place.
No, I'm out. I can't live like that. Of course not. I'm thinking I'm fucking 5 steps ahead. I'm thinking about that. I'm considering that. But yeah, that's regular, guys. I hope you all, if you're looking for a napkin, the next best thing is the takeout paper bag. Always. That's a classic move. It's not perfect. Obviously, it's got heart. It's not as luxurious. It doesn't form to your fingers as well as a napkin would. But where's that sweater you're wearing there?
XL?
Looks comfortable.
Oh, the main event starts in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I do.
Oh.
Shit, look at that main event, dude. This is gonna be crazy.
Perfect.
That's where I
timing.
gotta go and I gotta compete for cash.
I'll go watch on Kick.
If I
Everyone
win
go
this
watch on-
podcast can continue.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we can keep making it.
Otherwise, me and you are putting the burgers in the bag, bro.
Burgers are going right back. Fries are going back in the bag, baby. Yeah. Can't believe someone's going to discover this like in 20 years. I'm like, man, they should have kept doing that podcast. They were the best.
They really had. They were the first guys to be saying that it's the best podcast to not lie to.
Yeah, no one delivered the food news quite as well as they did. You know, that was a time.
What was that? The butterscotch T-shirt idea I said that was pretty sick. No,
Yeah, remind us.
what was it? Locked in on butterscotch.
Locked in on butterscotch. Yeah. One last thing, actually, quickly. I know I got to leave. I got to go, and you got to go. There is our boy at Starbucks had his first viral move, and people are fighting over these bear-shaped barista cups for $30. They're pissed. And it's just a bear wearing like a Starbucks beanie with a straw coming out of his head.
And how much is it?
$30. And I always feel like I've always looked at those Starbucks cups and be like, oh, I'd get one of these at $30.
Oh, the ones that are like in locations.
Yeah, $30.
Like they'll say like a place.
But this sold out. This is like a hype piece thing. People are like beating each other up over these.
You got a pic of it?
Yeah, it's on the sheet here. I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pull
people
it
are
up,
going
bro.
crazy. They're like fights are breaking out at locations over the item. I'm like, that is not.
On some Pokemon card shit.
It's really. I was surprised. I think there's a whole like culture of Starbucks cup people who like really care about the cups. Like they get the bejeweled ones, they get the different kind ones.
Yeah.
And the, you know what I mean?
I got a bunch.
I got
Places
none.
I've been.
Brian's not telling me on this, but it looks like Brian. He must have approved.
I
this.
actually did this before, Brian.
Yeah. Well, Brian, no one did it bigger than Brian with the bear. So he's got people fighting in store. Anyways, good luck. I hope you win some cash. Make sure you don't give it away.
Yep.
You know?
I hope I don't, bro.
All right, man.
Should hang on to that shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, Donnie won't be back. But hopefully he sends another video of himself doing something more normal this time.
Is there a name for what that's called, by the way, what that was?
No,
The
I don't
fuck
know.
was that, bro?
I don't know what it was. It's clearly someone who likes to be suctioned as tight as possible. I think you're interested. You want to be suctioned like that.
I want to find it, but I don't want it to poison my my algorithm.
Yeah. I'm sure it's through some reverse image lookup. You can find it. Well, ask Donnie next time he's on the podcast.
Yeah, he probably knows the subreddit for it and everything.
Exactly. He's probably a moderator. Anyway, shouts to you guys. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe. leave us some copper drops. I have a new segment coming next week, actually. We're going to be revealing the truth on this podcast. We're going to be holding these food companies accountable for what they say. And that's all I'm going to say for now.
Yeah, and the weed companies.
That's true, yes. And them too. Anyway,
let's just say you guys won't have to wait too long.
Shouts to you guys.
All right, dudes, take care. Shout out to you. Trust no one except us.